We have a high degree of confidence in our grid. We feel very comfortable.
First real test to the state's electric grid happening this morning, and it seems like it passed. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tom Miller.
I'm Sally Hernandez. That is the great news that we could bring to you this morning. Still, it's really cold outside. We're talking about temperatures in the 20s, the bitter temperatures statewide expected to cause problems, but it's probably not doing what people thought it would have done because we were scarred, of course, from last year. Maggie Glynn is monitoring Ercot's demand. So how is the grid looking like right now at 9 a.m.?
Well, Sally, you're right. Right now, we're looking like we're in pretty good shape. Let me explain to you what we're looking at here behind me. This is a live look at Ercot's supply and demand on their website. You can follow along at home if you're so inclined. The top line is supply and the bottom line is demand, and this is an hourly breakdown here below. So right now, we're hovering around 68,000 megawatts. It's projected to decrease from here on out. So again, it looks like we've passed our peak. For context, 1,000 megawatts is enough to power about 750,000 homes. Usually we want these two lines, the supply and demand lines, to be closer together. Demand should hover near the supply line, but during wintry conditions like this, like we're seeing right now, Ercot is now making sure we actually have a larger margin of safety than usual. Right now we have about 15,000 extra megawatts available that we don't need. That's an option we didn't have last year. Last year, when generators started pulling offline, we didn't have any power on reserve, and we were asking Texans to conserve. The state said this week they weren't even expecting to issue those conservation alerts. And we can see this morning that held true. After last year's freeze, though, we were skeptical. We wanted to stay up to track this in real time through the night to make sure we didn't see any issues. I'll also point out that our peak of 68,000 is significantly less than last year's peak of around 74,000 megawatts. So this really wasn't a comparable test of our grid. There will also still be a chance for local outages, but it looks like we're past our peak demand statewide.